Hello, welcome back to my channel. It's been a little bit. I wanted to just take a little bit of a break just for some personal issues, just wanted to rest and stuff. But I am back and I wanted to work in my sketchbook, and I have multiple sketchbooks that I'm working in, but the one that I love most, and I think that you guys know that I love most, is my Moleskine sketchbook. It's the art one, not the, there's different ones. The one that I have, it's about like 5 by 8 inches, and it's the art one. There's another one that's like a sketching one, and that paper's a lot thinner, but this paper I really like. It's kind of like, off-white, kind of creamy, and, I don't know, I just like using a bunch of stuff in it. It's good with markers and pen, and that's what I use the most, so that is what I use. So I don't know if you guys recognize this girl or not, but her name is Will, and she is from the Witch series. They're still graphic novels. They reprinted them recently, but it was more so popular back in the day, back when I was younger, and it is a Italian cartoon about girls who are basically magical girls, and it's really fun. It's really good. I really like it. I've been collecting the graphic novels, and I want to like read them all whenever I get the time to sit down and actually read. But I just remember Will being one of my favorites. I don't know. I always end up liking like the leader, or like just like some random side character. But I remember Will being my favorite, and also Elion, who is another character from Witch. I remember liking her a lot too. So I wanted to draw them. I haven't drawn these girls in a really long time. I think like 2 years ago, I drew them as mermaids for Mermaid, and those are on my Instagram somewhere, probably farther down. But I really wanted to redraw them and kind of give them some justice, because sometimes I feel like I don't draw them like the way I picture them in my head. I know that sounds weird. But I really like them, and I really wanted to draw all of them, and I actually do have them all sketched out. I'm just coloring Will right now, but I have all the other girls sketched out too. You see on the left side, Cornelia is done. I'm working on Will. I have Tarani, Irma, and Halen sketched out. I do need to sketch out Elion. I kind of forgot to sketch her out, but yeah, I will be posting these on my Instagram all together whenever I get them all colored and everything. I'm really excited to color Irma and Halen, because I wanted to give some texture to those drawings, so I bought some art sponges, and I'm going to kind of add some texture on there with some acrylic paint, and I think it's gonna look really cool. But yeah, I don't know, I miss just sitting down and working in my sketchbook. This is, I don't know, first time in a while I've sat down just at my desk. Normally I'll draw like in between calls when I'm working, or on my bed. I've been really liking drawing on my bed. I don't know why. I think it's just super comfy. Like I can just lay down and just draw, or kind of like have something on the TV to like keep me occupied in the background. So I don't know. It was nice to have a change of pace and actually sit at my desk and draw something. Normally it's just like covered with like art supplies and like snacks, because my desk is right next to my bed, like literally right next to my bed. Like if I roll over on my side of the bed, like my hand or my head will touch the side of my desk. Like that's how close it is. So yeah, but I think it would be a good idea to just keep it clear from now on, and just kind of sit down and draw whenever I'm feeling like it. So yeah, I really like coloring red hair. It's one of my favorite things to color. Hair in general is one of my favorite things to color, but red, I love coloring red hair, because there's like red and orange and yellow hues, and then you can add like a deeper red or like a brown. Like I just really like coloring red hair. It's my favorite. I'm using a combination of markers. I'm using Artist Loft, Prismacolor, Copics. I'm using whatever I got because I kind of use them all interchangeably. Just because there's certain colors that I can't find in other brands, like this purpley magenta color for Artist Loft. That is a hard color to find, and I don't know why. But I bought an extra one the other day because I knew I was going to need it for this project because those colors are very prominent in their outfits. The purple and kind of like the turquoisey blue, I knew I was going to need those. And my other magenta color was almost running out, so I had to buy another one. And I wanted to make sure I had enough to finish all these girls. And yeah, it was so hard trying to find that color at Michael's. They were out of it for like months, and I use it for a lot of characters. Like I draw the Tokyo Mew Mew girls, and Sakura, her colors are basically that magenta color. I've been playing a lot of Mortal Kombat. I don't know if anybody knows that about me, but I love video games. Mortal Kombat is one of my favorite games to play. And I drew Melina the other day, and I needed that color as well, the magenta color for her outfit, and I needed it for these girls, so I use that color a lot, so I had to get another one. And you'll see me kind of flip through back and forth, going back to Cornelia's picture, because I did hers first, and I couldn't remember like what I outlined her in, and I kind of want to make them like cohesive in some sort of way, so that way they kind of look like they go together, even if they're not, you know, completely the same. I had to look up what colors Will's eyes are. In some pictures they look red, in other pictures they look brown, and I think in the graphic novel they were brown, so I just kept them brown. I thought that looked better. I think red hair and red eyes would have been too much anyway, so I just kind of went with the graphic novel color, and I'm just outlining with purple and pink. And I think that looks a lot better than outlining in black. I've been trying to stay away from black. I think it's too harsh, especially for something that is fully colored like this. Like, the black could work, but it's just not cohesive with my style anymore, if that makes any sense. I definitely have gone more bright and colorful rather than kind of just dark and dreary, I guess. But yeah, so I'm using the Staedtler fine liners for the outlines for this, and I really like it. It is a bit hard when I film these just because I have to kind of keep my head out of the frame, so I'm like outlining them from kind of far away, and I always end up cleaning up everything later on a little bit, so like after I'm already filmed everything, so I do fix it up. It's just hard doing the initial filming because I do have to kind of be careful and not get my head in the way. I'm also using a microphone to do this voiceover. Let me know if that is better than using just like my phone microphone. I'm using the, I don't even know what brand this is. It's the Blue microphone. Like, it's actually called Blue. It's not mine. It's my fiance's. I'm borrowing it. But let me know if this is better, because I feel like sometimes when I do the audio just straight off my phone, it kind of, what's the word? It just sounds kind of grainy. So let me know if this sounds better. But yeah, I'm going in with the Caran d'Ache colored pencil now, and I'm putting in her little lightning bolts. Will's power is Quiescence, which is basically like the quote-unquote fifth element, and she can manifest like electricity into like lightning bolts and shoot them out of her hands and stuff. So I wanted to represent that in this drawing. I kind of want to showcase all of their powers somehow. So if you see on the other drawing I did of Cornelia, she has vines everywhere to signify her earth powers, and I wanted Will's to signify her powers as well. I've never drawn like lightning before, or if I did, I'd I don't remember. But I tried my best. I thought using the colored pencil along with paint would kind of give it the illusion that it's glowing, and you'll see in a little bit I put some white paint in the middle of the lightning to kind of make it pop more, and it was a little time consuming, but I like the way it came out. I think it looks really nice, and yeah, definitely not something I do often, so I like the fact that I tried something different than normal. Yeah, I really like this sketchbook. It's like my number one favorite, even though I have tried a bunch, and I don't know, even just like working in other ones, I'm like, I miss my moleskin, so then I bought another moleskin. I'm really bad about buying too many sketchbooks, but I try not to get too upset with myself, because if I'm feeling in the type of mood to draw like a marker drawing, I'll go in this. If I'm feeling in a like painting watercolor mood, I will draw in my watercolor sketchbook, and so on. So I try not to feel too like upset about it, because they will get used eventually. Maybe not necessarily me working in the same sketchbook all at once, but also I feel like that's not very fun for me if I'm constrained to one sketchbook only, and I'm the type of person that likes to just like jump around a lot and just go with the flow. And like if I'm feeling like drawing a landscape or painting a landscape one day, I just want to do it, so that way I get that, you know, excitement and motivation out of my system. If I want to just work in my moleskin, then I just want to grab my moleskin, you know. I don't want to be constrained to just one type of sketchbook, especially if I feel like that's going to dim down my creativity, which I feel like it would, because then I feel trapped, you know, just trapped in that one sketchbook, and I don't like that feeling. So you just saw me go in with some acrylic paint, and I had to do that because the Posca was not really doing it for me. Sometimes Poscas work well, and other times they just, I don't know, sometimes they just fall a little short and they're not as opaque as I want them to be. So that's why I busted out my big my big tube of white acrylic. I love that thing. It just makes it pop. But yeah, I think it really helped out the lightning. I think it really gave it that extra oomph that it needed. So yeah, big fan of that. And yeah, I like this one a lot. I'm really happy that I was able to do her some justice, because I have drawn Will before, and I feel like I just let her down. I feel like I didn't draw her well enough, you know. But yeah, I'm happy with how this one came out, and hopefully you guys like it too. But yeah, I have a lot of videos planned. I have them written down on my iPad, so I am happy that I got to filming again, and I'm happy that you are watching this video, and I'm excited to keep filming more. I think the best thing for me is to just whenever I'm in the mood, just film a lot, and then I can just always edit them, you know, later. But I think if you're a creative person, you know that you need to just go with the flow when you do feel the inspiration. So yeah, that is all I have for today. Thank you for watching, and if you know this series, let me know down below who your favorite is. Like I said, mine is Will, and I also like Elion. She is another character of the series. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you next time. Bye!